Yeah, so we say already complete, but what is it we do that keeps us from realizing that at that moment all those years ago? Yeah, or even this moment. Yeah, what is it we do? What is it that keeps us from seeing this? What is it that keeps us from believing in ourselves? You know, that we do have it, that we're born with it. It's our birthright. What's covering it up? I mean, that's a big question. But the point of it is, do you believe in yourself? You know, so you come into a room and there's somebody sitting there and there's a stick in front of them and they've got the Konon book by their side, and you know, you bow to this person and all that, and so it seems like there's maybe a disparity there in some sense. You know, somebody's got the answers and somebody's got to provide answer the question. But the point is to realize your own nature, you know, to really realize it. And sometimes we just have to butt our heads against this, this sort of structure over and over and over again until we do begin to trust ourselves, trust our own don't know nature. There's a story about, I heard this maybe right about the time I started practicing. You know, someone is looking for teaching and finds some reputed great master, so goes to this master and says, oh, please give me your Dharma. And then this teacher says, oh, it's way too expensive for you. My Dharma's way too expensive. Oh, it kind of hits this person, goes away and practices for a while and comes back and says, oh, please give me your Dharma. I'll give you all my money. And, well, what's your money worth? You know, it's just crap. That's just a made-up concept. I don't need your money. My Dharma's way too expensive for you. Go away. You know, sends him off. So he goes and practices, and oh, what have I got? What can I give him? What can I pay for this Dharma with? Comes back and says, I'll give you my body. I'll be your servant. I'll take care of you. I'll do whatever you need, you know. And he says, oh, your body's this rotting corpse. He said, what have I got? What use have I got for that? Yeah, get out of here. Goes off and practices and more, and says, oh, I'll give you my mind. Oh, your mind's just this rotten cesspool of just desire and anger and ignorance. I have no use for that. Go, you know. And finally, this person's at their wit's end, you know, and they come in one more time and say, please, give me your Dharma. And the same answer, my Dharma is too expensive for you. And this person is infuriated, just so angry, and just gets up, you know, screaming over the shoulder, take your Dharma and stick it up your ass. And just as I get to the door, this person, the teacher says, wait a minute, take good care of my Dharma. Take good care of my Dharma. So that's our situation a lot of times, you know, with with these teaching situations, but also moment to moment to moment to moment. We think there's something out there. We think there's somebody that's got it. You know, what is it that keeps us from just being open to our own boundless free nature and letting it operate? I think fear has a lot to do with it. You know, I think we are very fearful beings. I think that's maybe the most common human emotion. You know, we're insecure, and I think we're insecure because we've constructed something. You know, we built up this idea, this you know, call it what, you know, ego, personality, something like that. You know, it's our body, it's our thinking, it's our minds, it's everything all together, but we've created something that seems very solid and real to all of us. Somewhere in here we know this is just something we've made up. You know, this is just something we've made up, and we're hoping that it's acceptable enough to everybody around us, you know, that they're going to like us and they're going to take care of us, or they're going to give us love, or they're going to pay us, or whatever it is we want from other people. But fundamentally, it's a never-ending process of trying to you know, keep it intact. So I think that's the best thing any of us can do for each other, you know, much like De Quang Sneem did for you. Just give us that gift. You know, because that really is our original job. You know, original job, find that original nature, then how does it function? How does it work freely for all beings? That's the thing I've always liked about our practice, is that it stresses this direction. You know, fundamentally stresses this direction all the time. You know, Zen Master Seung Sahn called it not for me, for all beings. Everybody hears that and we think, ah, wonderful. And then we're out driving and we want to kill somebody because they cut in front of us, or we go home and have an argument with our partner, or we get a bill in the mail we weren't expecting, and all this stuff, and suddenly it's like, we're all ready to fight. So this not for me is a wonderful idea, but there's lots of ideas in the world. Everybody has ideas. Some people's idea is, to invade Ukraine, and some people's idea is, let's not feed these people because they're the wrong class, the wrong race, the wrong ethnicity, whatever it is. There's all kinds of ideas. So as long as not for me is just an idea, then maybe comes and goes. So the point of practice really is to make that our lives. So how do you do that? How do you do that? So, find that don't know center. Really see it, just see it. It's not like you have to do anything to yourself, make yourself into anything, just make another iteration of yourself, but just find it and then let it function for this world. Then, idea is not so important. Just how can I help? How can I help?